guys, get my gloves on. G'day, welcome back. Going again. I'm just going to pour over this one, and with this one I stood here and I poured the cup that way, so I'm going to go the opposite way this time. I'm not going to worry about getting a new canvas out. I'm just going to go over the top of that one. I need another cup though. So the last one I poured this way, and this one I'm going to pour this way, and we shall see what the difference is. I'm just going to put that there. Hopefully you can see that. I'm not going to go through everything again. I'm using a mixture of equal parts Floetrol, two parts Artists Loft white to 1 part milk paint, so 2 to 1, and then equal parts of that to Floetrol. This is going to be my clouds because I like that. I just want to see what happens with the other way. Now I'm not going to put as much white in this time. My blues are 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part Montmartre Studio Acrylics. And kidokes, that's what I'm using. I've got quite a lot of milk paint left over. When I heard that folk art weren't going to make it anymore, I kind of got the rest that was in Australia. So I've got, I think, maybe 10 bottles, I guess. So I need to do something with them. I have a feeling I'm using too much white again. We don't need as much white as all the other colours. The white's a little bit thinner than the blues. You do need the white to be a little bit thinner. Like the colours leave a mound, but the white doesn't really, I mean, it doesn't drop straight in, but it doesn't leave much of a mound either. No, a little tiny mound. Okay, so that's all the white, and I'll just use up the rest of the blue. And I can clean up my mess and go and sit down and watch some TV, maybe watch a movie with my doggies. There we go, that's enough. This has been quite messy. Okay. So this time I'm going to go that way, and hopefully you saw the previous video and you can maybe see the difference. Just going to support my hand there. Do a little bit of a jiggle just to get some more little features happening, little jiggle. I do like my jiggle pours. I call this a waterfall pour because it's kind of waterfalling down. And hopefully I'll stop pouring before the paint gets to the bottom. Otherwise I'll be in trouble. So I'm doing a little jiggles, and then I'm kind of just doing a straight pour and then a little bit of a jiggle. I just want to see what the difference is, if you can see any difference. I think with a jiggle, because it's coming out in more of a ribbon, you tend to get more of a fingerling type thing. But because of the white, which kind of makes it puffy, I'm not going to get those like pointy fingerlings. It's going to be more of just puffy and fluffy and cloud-like. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So I've got to to the bottom. I can't even see. I think I'll just stop it there. Oh, it is. Couldn't see because I was watching up here and then my arm was in the way. Right, so that's a totally different look, isn't it? Wow. I do like it. I like it, I like it. Interesting, I didn't think I'd get much in the way of fingerlings. We shall see what happens when I start stretching it. Give it a bit of a torch, pop some bubbles because that came out pretty fast. And I only just mixed the paint, so it's a bit bubbly, a bit frothy. This is a 12 by 16 inch, 30 by 40 centimetre canvas. And what did I have? I had 4 colours. I had 60 grams of pouring medium, 30 grams of paint. So that's 90. So that's about 300-ish. And then the white was 60, 60. So that was 120. So yeah, it's about 400, about 400-ish grams of mixed paint. Yeah. But I will tip quite a lot off. I don't know where to start. I really like it. So much for my navy. How much navy's in the bottom? See, all my navy's in the bottom. Probably needed to have more navy in the bottom because you just lose it. Mind you, this white paint does eat your paint up, your colours up. All right, let's see what we can do. Because the weight of the paint's pretty much down the bottom, I might just go to the bottom first. Go over the edge. Come back. Go over this edge. Blend your paint back to the middle. I guess I'll try and keep my little wing fingerling type things. Actually, now I need to go to the middle because I need to get the sides done. And then I'll take it up and over. See, I did that. I need to get to the middle. There's something in there. I need to get that out before I move it any further. I did think I felt a little blob going in. Oh, look, now it's going to be ruined. Look at that. What is that? Oh, always the way. Dried paint from around the can, around the top. Oh well. So I need to get this side done here. I mean, I guess you didn't have to because I had paint on the canvas already, but I'm going to just cover it. So we need to take the weight of the paint here to the middle to get to the side, and then as soon as the side's covered, go up there. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Now I'm going to try and just center it a little bit. Take the paint where you want it to go. Center it. Do I want to do anything else? I don't think so. I actually really like that. If I take any more off here, I'm going to lose that kind of bluey bit there. I'm not going to torch it again because I'll get little popped bubbles and they kind of look like little pits. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And there we go. We have a cloudy wing. Cloudy wing. Let me. Oh, that's got black on it from the previous pour. Just going to do my edges. Make sure that they are covered. And then I'll bring you down for a close-up. Doesn't matter if they're just white. So the white, as I said, was a little bit thinner than the colours. So the white's gone all nice and puffy and fluffy looking, cloud-like. Actually, I prefer to have white on there rather than that dark blue. I just pour it over the top and let it run down and make its own little pattern. That way it doesn't look as if it's been added too much. Ooh, we're getting a few cells in the middle there. Look at that. that either. I don't know. There we go, that's better. It's more of a blended look there on the corner. So it looks as if we're going to get a few cells through the centre there. I might leave it for 5 minutes and clean up a little bit and come back to you, hey? And we'll see. Oh, I didn't turn my light on. Oh, videoing without my light. What do you think? Cloudy. So do you prefer the pour from the direction that I did? Is that focused? I don't know now. Can't tell when I'm looking through my screen if it's focused or not. But you can certainly see the difference, can't you? The other one, just before this, had a lot of white down the center. This one's kind of opposite. It's got the white on the outside, the wings, and it's got the blue center. So it's kind of reversed it because I've reversed the way that I'm pouring. So have a little play, have a practice. Pouring one way, pouring the other way, see which way you like. But yeah, I'll clean up for 5 minutes and I'll come back to you and we'll see if anything's happened. I'm not expecting much to happen. I'm back. Just cleaned up throughout my old cups, wiped the bench down. I don't think a lot's changed. I really like it. It's very cloudy. So the next thing I'd like to do with this mix, my navy, it kind of looks more on the grey side. I might swap the navy out and add a phthalo blue, like a brighter blue, or keep the navy and add the phthalo blue because I've got the navy and then I go straight to a bright and a light blue. So I think I kind of need something in between because it's quite pale looking. But then, you know, you look up at the sky and you see a lot of light blue and you see a lot of white cloud. So that's kind of the look, isn't it? Sky. So that's what I'm after. I'm really happy with it. Oh, there's a light there. I hate when that light gets there. Look at those puffy fingerlings. You can see very, very fine little lines of my navy through the white. This is really pretty, isn't it? Where the white's broken up a bit more with the blue. Because over here, it's quite a big block of white. And then down here, it's more broken up. And then we've got some of the light blue coming through there. So yeah, as I said earlier, I'm not after, you know, the pointy, dramatic looking wings. I wanted fluffy, puffy, cloudy kind of a look, but I just wanted to try it in a waterfall pour and see how it would go. But I think maybe a ring pour would probably lend itself more to traditional cloudy kind of looks. I mean, I've done them before. Got one, oh, see over here, this is, it's more of a traditional cloud, isn't it? That was a ring pour. I've got some bubbles and things around the outside there. So I don't know where the rest of my cloud pours are gone. That's just one of them. There's a lot of paintings over there, isn't there? So back to this. Well, I hope you like that. As I said, have a go. Pour from one side, pour from the opposite side. You'll get different effects and you can see which one you prefer. All right, let me know what you think of this one. Maybe different colors might be nice too, but because it's clouds, you kind of want to do blues, don't you? All right, I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will definitely see you for the next pour. Bye for now.